For the past 20 years, we've all been told that streaming killed the music industry and that you can't make a dime unless people start buying digital downloads and physical copies again, right? Yeah, so here is the truth. Throughout history, music has always been an accompaniment to a setting, which is a free background layer to life. People only started paying for it when they demanded convenience, to enjoy it on demand, on their terms. Technology has advanced that physical barrier, which means that you are no longer selling a commodity. You are selling the last frontier, something completely intangible that was always there, that they got, chances being back in the day in the free section of this whole equation. So by the end of this video, you will know exactly how to isolate what fans actually wanted to buy in the first place, so you can pivot your strategy and start building real wealth even in a streaming dominated world. Now, getting people to buy your music directly or download an album feels like pulling teeth. I mean, you feel like you're stuck in a market that refuses to pay for your art. But remember, music was always free. Humans know this because it is spiritual. So if the music is free and fans want to get closer to the feelings and the source of those feelings, what do we sell? The key is to stop trying to sell music itself and start selling the three things that fans actually want, which is access, deeper insights, conversations, lyrics, documentaries, and direct proximity to you. All right? They are on a dopamine chase, and access to you and the sources of that access through any means is what they want. And if you didn't catch it, this is all information based. The second thing is acknowledgement, validating their internal feelings through your music or making them feel seen directly by you and a part of the culture that you've built, meaning making the culture make them feel seen. And the third one is achievement, providing a status symbol or a badge of honor that lets them proudly say that they are your biggest fan. And really, all of them does that, but we also have to give them a reason to say that they are the biggest fan. If you don't do that, you will always limit your income. You'll be blaming Spotify for taking away your ability to sell music, which was the cheapest access and achievement a fan could get, diluting to a broken, outdated model while your revenue stays or remains stagnant in this situation. But if you do it right, you unlock a system where the riches start to pile on. When you isolate access, acknowledgement, and achievement from the music product, which would be the physical music, you can monetize any fan segment effectively. To be fair, this will take some creativity on your part, but if you just dig below the surface of standard merch, you can clearly see the wealth. Even if you pile this on top of the merch, you can sell more of it. So if you think this is a cop-out for not being able to sell music directly to consumers, just look at human psychology. Anytime you emotionally trigger someone strongly enough to make them pay, they aren't paying for the audio files you're trying to sell. They are paying for those three things: access, acknowledgement, and achievement. Because access, acknowledgement, and achievement are all your fans ever wanted anyway. That's all they wanted. So it's not your fans, it's you. You're the problem. Because we all know how hard it is to wrap your head around selling something that you can't physically drop in a shipping box, right? If it's not in tangible form. Like, it feels incredibly difficult because just like the music itself, these three concepts are totally intangible. Furthermore, many artists don't actually want to be in the spotlight or to hug and kiss babies. They actually just want to stay mysterious and sell their art. So how do we give them that access, acknowledgement, and achievement in a way that motivates them to buy while also letting you, the artist, choose your level of comfort in a digital or physical space? That's the key. So we got to attach these three concepts to experiences, activities, and activations. I know activities and activations kind of go hand in hand, but the vast majority of your fan base doesn't want to just collect physical plastic or vinyl. You have to build digital and physical spaces like fan club meetups, live shows, meet and greets, Discord channels, digital hangouts, whatever the event can be where these interactions can organically happen. In many cases, these events, just like live shows, are where products are pushed, and each event will determine the product. But even if you were still focused on the music, these experiences and events are how you could sell it without doing a live show. You might have to kiss a few babies, shake a few hands, but at least you ain't gotta be on stage performing if you don't want to. Now, if you don't create these events or activations and services, you will lose the money you are desperately seeking. Fans need things to do. That's the key, and spaces to occupy. They need a means to show off the culture. If you choose to stay so mysterious that you refuse to sell these things, Do not be frustrated when the money doesn't pour in. Now, truth be told, like I said, you can put the access, acknowledgement, and achievement on top of a physical product and make it feel like something larger than life. But it's going to take a little bit of education and experience on your behalf. So all I'm saying is if you do this right, the exchange of money becomes fluid. When a product or service contains one or all of those 3 A's that I'm talking about, your fan base and your customer loyalty will grow exponentially because they feel genuinely connected to your world because you let them in it. At the end of the day, you have to adapt to how fans consume connection, not just how they consume the audio. I know we want money for this thing, but that's not how this relationship works. You don't just get to make music, say it's for sale, and expect me to buy it. So far we've covered shifting from selling music to selling the 3 A's on how to turn those activations into dollars. But this next part is where most artists and their teams will lose their momentum and their ability to scale. So stay with me. And side note, if you need a strong business foundation to do all of this on and to run your record label with, grab my 60-day record label system to correct that failing record label that you built the wrong way right now today with step-by-step instructions beneath this video. Now, it's not the music, but it's your reach. What in the world is reach, and what are you talking about, Casey? Well, you know how frustrating it is when you launch a product, an event, or a piece of merch that nobody buys, right? We know that. So the roadblock here is your fan base size. Ultimately, if we're not reaching nobody, this is the problem. And the strength of your network is the problem. So trying to sell an experience when you only have 10 fans is incredibly discouraging. I mean, it is what, and you know, come on. So you'll want to focus heavily on top of funnel reach first and consistent content delivery to fuel your engagement. You need consistent music releases and unwavering commitment to spreading your mission and your message. Like, you must move your message beyond the internet into the physical world, leveraging a network that helps multiply your impressions. I know that was a lot of jargon, but I'm gonna get you through it. So, to give you perspective here, you might need a reach of 200 people just to sell one piece of product, okay? There's a reason behind that. You need to impress upon at least or impact at least 20,000 people to make your very first live show eventful. Seriously, you know what I mean? If you don't focus on building that reach and network, your attempts to monetize will fail because digital downloads are a nuisance for most and physical media isn't a necessity anymore. It's a want. So without reach, you are shouting into a room full of people who don't think that you're cool or talented enough to buy because they don't feel that they will be cool if they buy. So you need early adopters to do that, and you need reach to make it happen. If you take the time to do this right, you can effortlessly convert people from your broader reach into your core fan base. But once you understand the scale and numbers required, you can focus on being completely genuine to your mission, knowing that the financial return will follow the impact. It's very, very simple, okay? Most of you will be overthinking this, but I can tell you if you think building an audience of that scale is too complex, just focus on delivering the music that accurately represents where your audience is or where they want to go in life and place it in the proper channels for them to pick it up. A lot of this breaks down to not placing it in the proper channels, meaning you put it up, you release it, you put it on YouTube, and you don't do anything else other than that except for letting YouTube or Instagram find the audience. And that's a very lazy way of making this happen. Plus, you don't put effort into consistently dropping the content that supports the song. You drop other types of content that have nothing to do with what you're trying to do with your mission and your message, right? So at the end of the day, if you don't want to make that deep connection with a larger audience, that's on you. But don't be upset when you aren't making the money that you so desperately want and need to scale. You place the limitations on yourself, therefore your income will be limited as well, all right? I'm just giving you the speech today. So here's the challenge. Write down the specific ways you can offer access, acknowledgement, and achievement to your current listeners this week. Then ask yourself, am I hiding behind my music because I'm afraid of being seen? Or am I actually building a culture for my fans? And then do this. I want you to set up an activation this month, whether it's a Discord hangout or an exclusive live stream Q&A or a localized meetup to test your offer, all right? Do it. And film content when you're doing it. The goal is to truly understand what a modern music business is and the types of intangible value it contains. The real question isn't should you do this, it's how much longer can you afford not to. Now, if you need help with devising a strategy, book a call with me or join our group strategy calls every Monday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time inside the Music Moneymakers community. Click below to join right now today. Now, here's your question. What if my fans just want the music and nothing else? They don't. History proves that they want connection. The physical music is a partial connection just beneath the surface of them getting access to you. Well, do I have to completely sacrifice my privacy to give you access? No, you don't. You define the boundaries of the access you sell, and then your audience will conform as long as you are open about it. You know what I mean? Well, what if I don't have the budget for big events? Digital activations cost $0 to start. It costs nothing to go to your favorite spots in your town and film them and speak about why they're your favorite. And then this activates the people in your town and the digital fans that want to visit. And then they say, I like him or her. Now I want to buy. Access plus activation equals money. It's very, very simple. It doesn't take much at all to do that. So if you were struggling with, thinking that Spotify is the enemy and trying to force people to buy music and they can stream for free, or hiding away from the spotlight and refusing to offer your community any form of personal access, or failing to scale your reach to the thousands of impressions needed to make your products profitable, you now have the means to become the empowered independent artist and business owner that you've always wanted to be. Shall I say record label owner, actually. So, music money makers, if you make music, you should always make money. Log on to musicmoneymakeover.com, grab the 60-day record label system beneath this video right now today, book a call with me, join the Music Money Makers community, grab the free stuff below, and watch this next video right over here to save your career. And I'll see you next time. Peace.